Hey everyone, this is Gus. Welcome to the COVID-19 transmission. We're into the COVID-19 like 1 month. Many of us are start talking crazy. Yeah, I already start talking to my sock. I mean, it's not a sock, it's my glove. Okay, and right now everyone is getting a little crazy, a little hectic about this because we have COVID-19. Many of us don't have a steady source of income, so we are freelancers pretty much. So wow, we don't have this kind of big contracts, so we are trying to figure out what to do. The other thing is there's many people that is actually without without job. So there is a lot of jobless people that right now the virus have just taken a toll pretty heavy on those guys, and even me. I started doing freelancing after my the company that I was working for was downsized. They just downsized their department from 10 people to 2 people. So yeah, they just get rid of the most expensive guys and just keep the cheaper. Well, anyway, that is for the good, as the Bible said. Everything that happens to the God, children of God should be for the good. So that is for the good. Yeah, many people said, "Ah, well, how is that for the good? That's a tragedy." That is, well, is happening for the good. For example, for many of us that is during this COVID-19 lockdown, we are here and we have the time to start making this kind of ties with the family. We have families. Yeah, we make ties with the family. We talk to the family. We talk to our or wives or the husbands or the daughters or the sons and everyone, even without plants. I have a little wannabe garden outside in my balcony, which I'm trying to harvest some kind of stuff. But at this time, I guess I'm killing everything. I don't have a green thumb. I guess that's my best guess. But anyway, during this COVID-19 is pretty much interesting because it's changing the face of the business right now. Everything go from going too much to restaurants to start cooking meals by yourself, which is good. That means there's a plenty of videos on YouTube. Have to be a wannabe chef, or there is a lot of these videos also on YouTube and how to do many delicious things for probably no money. Yeah, it's just things that you have in your stove. In your kitchen. Probably you never use it, but also there is a part for us, for the ones that we call ourselves artists, for practice. We can practice a lot. We can stay home. You are not going out with these distractions. Well, a job is not a distraction, it's actually a necessity. But yep, we can just go for try to find out references, for try to find out this kind of stuff. So from now on, my transmissions are going to be about concept art. What is concept art? What is a concept? Concept is pretty much an idea that you have about something. For example, I have a concept about the religion, about my God. Many people have their different concepts about their religion, even though we are on the same page. There is a Jewish, there are Christians, there's Muslims, there's the guys from the faith Baha'i, and also the guys from Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Shintoism, and also the guys that are practitioners of the old religion in Korea, which is pretty much some sort of animism, and the tribes in South America, and even the tribes in Australia, they are animists too. So yeah, everyone has a concept. We have a concept, and we measure the world based on that concept. So that's the concept. So the concept is an abstract idea that you have about certain kind of things, and the concept is also given the form of that idea. For example, if that idea is a woman, you have a concept how your perfect woman is. So you have this in your brain. You have, about the qualities of that woman, and etc. Same for men. So, for example, if you are approached for somebody says, I need a creature, but I need a creature that it has to be like a samurai, but I need a creature that doesn't look like human. It has to be some sort of humanoid or something, but it's not something that should be like a samurai. It should be like a samurai, but I don't want a human. I want a creature. I want a creature with this kind of like a like an animal legs, and the hands is they don't have to be like humanoids like us. You know, you are pretty much to whatever you are not gonna do. So you can just start doing your ideas. So for example, this time we are going to create a creature, a samurai one. That was I was talking about that. Well, why what a samurai one? Well, that's because I think that doing armors and this kind of samurai clothes, I know sucks much about it. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter because it's a concept, it's an idea. The first raft, we're gonna make a raft, and probably we are gonna be like 1 hour or so, and you will see the, that idea. Next, we'll try to do some flats. In the next transmission, we'll try to do some flags, and probably we'll do some colors. I know that the last time that it took me like 2 hours to do one of those concepts from zero to hero, I did a ladybug, which is the way they call the fonts in this program that probably I recommend to anyone. It's called Carnival Row. Yeah, I have some nudity, have some sex, but anyway, you can just pass it anyway. But the background of that is pretty interesting, and I like the designs. I like this kind of steampunk Victorian kind of place, and I like the makeup. The makeup is perfect, perfect in any way. Pretty much for the pucks and pretty much for the phones. They call it pucks. Puck is this guy that was a demigod. There's some sort of spirit, the form, spirit of the forest that was present in Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night Tale. So yeah, that's a puck. That is in some sort of pan, actually. And pan is how we Christians in the Middle Ages think tall, that Satan was look like. Yeah, demonizing all gods. Yeah, there was not only on the Christian, but it's every single Abrahamic religion has that. So anyway, first you need to have your mind open, trying to look up as many reference possible. Let me show you this. This is my reference part that I have right now. Oh yeah, you see this is a bunch of stuff. I have my microphone here. Here, this is a Leica microphone. I can just one day I will just try stop. I will start talking about what is all my equipment for. For many people, they said, "Well, this is the different in image." Yeah, because I think this is more a little darky and more sharp in image. Yeah, because I'm using some ideas that I got from YouTube videos, also my own ideas because I was an amateur photographer. And well, actually, my wife is the professional one. So I have for example, I have a EOS Rebel T3i, which is my camera. This is for using my cell phone as a camera. You can just put it in a tripod, and it's good to go. Yeah, this is frame. Oh, this is the thing I like the most. Oh, I love this. The name is Jacon. Let me see. You can see it. No, you can see it because it's not made for this. And I have this disable. I have disabled in that camera the autofocus because the autofocus sucks. So I don't have any automatic. I have everything just setting on a way that is totally manual, like the camera should be, manual. You should rely on your ideas and your knowledgeable light about what is the texture you want in your videos and also in your pictures, instead of using automatic. So they are auto. So these guys are Bluetooth and are totally wireless. This cost me less than 20 bucks. China. God bless those guys. And this is for again, this is for the tripod. This is for the tripod. You can just put your from this way. I can put my microphone, which is in there. My big microphone is a BN800, and you can just put it in here and put it in the top of your camera. This is the caution. See? Okay. And I have a bunch of stuff. This is for reading into SD cards into laptop or even my computer, which is here, my computer. Yeah, so for the first time, I'm just trying to, what is this? I love it. I can have so much. So, let me see, what time is it? Oh, this is 4:20. Wow. Well, this is 4:20. I'm transmitting live. I'm live stream from Florida. This is Jacksonville, Florida, and we are stream from the world, or whoever wants it. So anyway, this is about concept art. So let me show you what I call my, art is the imitation of life, and also sometimes art is also the imitation of art, because if you're not sure about constructing something that never existed before, at least you have to be pretty much clear in your mind about certain rules that are, for example, about costumes and that kind of stuff. So let me show you. It's not here. Oh, somebody's watching me. That's so cool. Thank you. Yep. Yeah, let me go to the light control room. I don't want to go there. Yeah, so I'm still doing this, and let me get rid of this. I'm gonna open this guy here. Oh, so let me show you. This is a Windows computer that I made by myself. So let me show you this. This what you are watching right now. You're watching right now, and I'm gonna show you in this another take. Yeah, this is what you're watching right now. Oh, by the way, that's my Twitter. You can just go follow me on Twitter, and please follow me also. Here is at Duenas, which is my name is Gustavo, and last name Duenas, Gas Duenas, hence that. Pretty clever. Yeah, they say so. So anyway, this is what I call, I have two audio inputs capture and a media source. I don't need any media source. So yeah, right now, let me show you. That is my mood board. Actually, this is not much of a mood board. Let me show you. Again, let me put it here for you to see, guys. So, Natalie Portman. Yeah, I know Natalie Portman. So I have another, for example, I have different kind of stuff. For example, you see, you can do something like this. You can do something like this for the model. We need this pants. We need this, this shape. This something here. We can use it. Yeah. See? Let me show you this. We can use this. See? And this, we are constructing our skeleton. See? And you know right now that this is gonna be, see, articulations here, articulations here. Articulations here and articulations here. So this is the way you can use this. Yeah, for example. Yeah, those without sharing. Okay, so this is the way that you can do this. Okay. Also, I have this. I have a samurai in some place. Yeah, I have this guy that is pretty much like a samurai something. See, this guy looks pretty much like a samurai. So you can just go here and use some of these interesting features. Yeah, we have some nudes here too. Some, you know, I'm pretty much into comics. So I like that to know what to do with this. For example, how you can do this anatomy. I love anatomy in these kinds of women, how the thighs are, how to separate the gluteus and that kind of stuff. So yeah, this is pretty much my mood board. And also I have clothes here. For example, let me see, I have a samurai in some place. Samurai girl. Samurai girl. And if you don't have something like resembles a samurai girl, you can just almost all the time, or always go, you can always go to this place called Pinterest. You go to Pinterest and you will have whatever you need for the samurais. Yeah, I have a nun with guns. I have many. Yeah, pretty much I go from DNR to look from anatomy shots, look from whatever, and if I have an idea, I can always go from my mood board first, and then I will try to go for Pinterest, let's say that. So some sort art it becomes, for example, this one looks pretty much like a samurai thing. See, it's a girl, but I know that we can use this samurai. But also you can just go to your browser, type Pinterest.com. I already have Pinterest here, and look for a samurai. But I don't want the samurai kind of clothes, the normal, regular, historically adapted. I want the ones that is in the samurai era. I mean, in the 1600s and 1700s and even 1800s watercolors. That is the kind of things that I'm aiming for. Samurai watercolors. They are pretty much of a certain style. They are pretty much historical era. Art. Yeah, I'm looking for art actually. I'm not looking for no, I'm not looking for this. And if you don't have any you know, samurai watercolor, samurai antique paintings. Let me see, samurai antique paintings. Yeah, this is samurai antique paintings, and I want something like a samurai for me. Something nice. Oh, this guy is so cool. Okay, so open image in new tab. Yeah, so let me show you this image here. Let me get this image from this place to this place. Oh gosh, I tried to get this guy from this place to this place. Yeah, I have it here. So yeah, for example, this is the samurai I'm gonna use. Yeah, this is part of my mood board because I need this. I like this idea. Okay, I like these clothes. You know, the clothes is so complicated. Yet the armor, you know how the armor is scaled. You see, and I like. The bow is not perfect. See, the bow is not perfect. Today we are so perfect. We have to be so perfect that this has to be something like goes from here to here. We have so much perfection right now, but in that time they don't care about the perfect. See, probably a katana this way never existed, but they don't care. They need the effects. So sometimes you have to be effectual, I guess. So yeah, this is a little more historical. This is the one I'm looking for. So I'm gonna save in my computer, and I'm gonna put it in my mood board. And it's in my mood board right now because it's saved right now in my mood board. I'm gonna open my mood board, and my friend the samurai should be in some place. Yeah, it's here. See, I have everything. Yeah, Wonder Woman styles, different styles. You can learn a lot from other artists. You can learn about their styles. For example, this Wonder Woman's stuff. You can learn about the style they put in the yeah. You can learn about their style. See, you can learn a lot about this style. See, the way it was painted, the way it was sketched. You can have a loose style if you want. Yeah. So whatever, I need the samurai. So yeah, I'm gonna put the samurai in another place because I needed to see it in this place. Yeah. And right now I'm gonna use the creature part. I know how my creature is gonna be, so I'm not. I don't need any kind of. For example, look at this. Yeah, see, this is something made by a Chinese artist, and sometimes I need designs. I need to know. I need to know the vibe. We're an artist. Artists nurtured on art. We need art to be an artist because if there's no such thing as art, then you really are not an artist. I don't know what we are, but not an artist is one of those. So, yep, let's go and start doing something with this samurai. I'm gonna take out the samurai for this. First, we create a new file. I don't know what is giving me the new files here. So yeah, we create. I have two monitors actually. I have my RTX 15.6 HD from HP Pen, and I have a, it's a TV. Pretty much of my work is done in here. This one is 100%. It's 100%. This one is 100% color calibrated. Monitor, not much. It's an HD TV. That's such a crappy thing. But anyway, anyhow, this is the way it is. So I need something that is gonna be like 300 dpi. Yeah, let's do a 300 dpi. Why not? And you can also go. By the way, I'm using Clear Studio Paint. This is Clear Studio Paint. So Clear Studio Paint is. Don't be deceptive, as many people said that this is only for manga. And if you don't do manga, you're pretty much screwed with Clear Studio Paint. Yeah, at the beginning I told her that they have so many things about mangish art. But true is that if you want to create something and if you want to do the flaps, this is pretty good. This is also more reliable than Photoshop in many stuff. It doesn't have the tons of brushes, but for brushes in Photoshop, you need to be wow. But it also has brushes. I have these two kind of papers. For example, I have these two kind of. This is a pencil. I have this pencil. I have no idea what it says in Japanese, but this is number 6 according to them. And I have the other regular pencils that comes with these guys. I mean, many of those I just downloaded. Like, see, I have these oil brushes that I just downloaded. And I also have watercolor brushes that I have the regular ones. I guess to here. Yeah. And this here that are pretty much something that just don't load it. So I can use both to do whatever I want. So I have the other things that I love about Click Studio Paint is when you are starting a new file, the difference between Click Studio Paint and the other Photoshop, for example, when you're starting a new file, Photoshop only have the paper. See, only have the paper one. It doesn't have the layer one, so you have to construct layer one. But it is you are like me, and sometimes you just forget things. And one of those things is create a new layer immediately you open a new Photoshop file for from the illustration. So yeah, I find myself that I'm doing the sketch in the white paper, and when I try to erase it, I cannot erase it. Or if I erase it, I have to erase it with the paper, and also like a regular paper. And also I have to put that on top of whatever I'm gonna do, put in the blending to multiply and create another paper. So it's a little time consuming. So that's the things that I like it. Other these guys things like using this as a reference layer, click to the layer below, which is exists in Photoshop. You can use it for just clicking the layer that is above the whatever the layer that is above your main image or your flat. That's it, your flat is you can just go and click Alt. Once you click Alt, Photoshop automatically create a layer that is a slave to that layer and is using your flat as it was a mask without using a mask. So the other things is pretty much easy, everything, and I like this new UI. UI is user interface. This is, I'm a user, this is the interface I'm using, hence the name user interface. So right now let's just start doing the this is can be, so we have a mandible sometimes. Yeah, it looks like human, I know, but let me change these guys in some place that I never use. Yeah, that is way perfect. So yeah, 100% of my time I'm working in the top part, this part. So every time that you don't see me working there, I should be like this, but in this part you will see this way. So right now I need to make like a skeleton or something. And the other thing, you don't need a huge pencil for this. We are not doing this. You just need something like this. It's a man, so it should have this is pretty much the lines of the gesture. So I'm doing gesture, a little gesturing in this thing, and this is gonna be, let's see, this guy has the same. So this is gonna be one articulation, and the other articulation should be in the same place. Yeah, and but the good thing about this is one goes this way and this is the other. See? Have you ever known that this kind of legs are present in pretty much animal by humans? Yeah. Primates don't have this, but this is much. Every single animal that exists, even horses have this. For that reason, you see that the small palms in the lions in the part, because actually the leg is the foot is theirs. This is the foot. Yeah. So yeah, something like this. Let me see. Usually in humans or the articulation of our arm, between arm and forearm, are here, in this part. This is the end of your sternum, so the articulation is going to be there. So your sternum actually is there. So, and actually this is going to be like, this is the omoplatus. Okay, I know that looks human, but if you know only human anatomy and you have no idea about the anatomy of a creature, you can just create a creature based on the anatomy. Yeah. So this is gonna be let's see, the guys they have an opposite thumb at us, but they don't have an opposite thumb at us, but they don't have yeah, whatever we are. So yeah, this is pretty much the sketch. Yeah, let me do this because here you're gonna have the sword. We're gonna have the sword in this particular. This is somebody asks you why I'm gonna have the sword in this particular position for this. You will see, as many of us artists said, because I can, because I wanted. Yeah, I wanted to put the sword in this position. Why exactly? I have no idea why, but so let's do this guy here, and this is the other sword. So let's see. Now I use the somebody is doing something up. I guess somebody's killing somebody. I don't know. So if something happened to us and it's something really bad happened, so please remember that you see it in this video. So yeah, I'm gonna do something like this. These are tentacles this creature has. So we don't know much about these creatures. Abilities. Well, we just know that then we are just this is like a clay figure. We're just making this figure. So okay, let's see. Well, this is pretty much some idea. Let's start dressing this guy. So this is our first part, the brutal sketch. I mean, I have 36 minutes right now. Yeah, I've been on this, but I didn't have any idea how much took me this. So yeah, anyway. So this is for guy, because it's a male. Doesn't matter that they are not humans. We tend to put breast and mammal glands, mammalian glands, to things that we know that they're not from the same species. So yeah, this is your extraterrestrial guy. It doesn't matter that sometimes the idea, the basic idea about this, or the yeah, I want to make this a little more. Yeah. So yeah. So this is one weapon. This is gonna be later on. We're going to do something like this, and I like to see how this cranium looks without all these things. So we are start doing like this because this is what happens when you have like a so you just created a creature. A creature doesn't need to be human. It doesn't need to be humanoid. If you want it, you can make it a humanoid, but a creature is something that you just create, hence the name creature. So yeah, it's not a human being. It's some sort of alienish, I don't know, but it's something that you just will start, making about these guys. So let's look at my I'm gonna look at my samurai guy because I want to do some things first. Okay, they have this. So yeah, first they have this. Oh no, let me do something before. Let me save this because if something happens, I don't want to lose the anatomy of these guys. So I'm gonna go raster layer, create the duplicated layer. Yeah, and duplicating, I'm gonna hide it. Okay. Now we can just work in this guy because it's gonna be the guy with this suit. So yeah, this is one part. This is the part of the armor that covers some of the so this part is also this part like this. So this is gonna be like another part of the armor. Part of the armor, and I guess I need more reference about this guy, but I'm not sure about that. So let's see, because he has this kind of like a belt made of fabric. This is clearly the armor here. The armor is like this. It's like plates. And this is also plates. This is also plates too. But this part here is like a belt done with this fabric. These are fabrics that goes from here to here. So yeah, this is fabrics. Here you have this here, which we know that in samurai armor is also made of plaques. So we have this here for us to know, and also this here is gonna be like fabric, 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 fabric. So also we have this part here. That is gonna be an armature. Not exactly, I don't know how to fit, but I'm just trying to follow the model. Don't touch your eyes! I know, but this is my home. And I'm pretty much, you know, let me see this guy and the pants. Oh yeah, the pants are gonna be like fluffy pants. This part can be, you know, like this part can be like fluffy pants. Okay, let's see. This is pretty much like our samurai. Okay, so this part, I can design this part the way I want it because that's the good thing about this. We are designing this guy. So this part, let me make this a little more darker because I need to know what is in here. So let's do this part. It's like a thumb or something, and let's do this part because maybe like a ring or something that is here. Yeah, I know. And let's do this part. Yeah, we have the rings here. Yeah. So let me get this out of them. Okay, because I need this. Let's do this guy pretty much straight because we need this guy to be straight. Here. So we have this guy to be pretty much straight. And this guy's like this. So this one can continue this way. I can just take this guy out. Okay. Okay, so we have a friend here, but our friend has to have this kind of armor here. Let's put in this, and this is some sort of samurai stuff. Let me do it pretty much. Okay, pretty much this is pretty much my Japanese art right now. Okay, this is my light dashboard. I'll return to YouTube Studio. I'm gonna return to my videos right now. And let's see, is it somebody asking me something or asking me something? I'm gonna watch it in here. I just take this out, and this is hello, I have someone from Russia. Sunny Jacksonville, Florida. Sunny Jacksonville, Florida. Yeah. Well, and right now, as you can see, I've been doing this, and this is exactly what I have right now. This is my concept art. It's a creature. We did it in how long? 15 minutes. 15 minutes. But I was talking a lot. I mean, let's say I did this in 20 minutes. So let's start doing some details of this because many people is not aware what I'm doing, which is a samurai. I have a lot of details, pretty much a lot of details from the armor and that kind of stuff, and I like to put those details in my little fella too. So this is what I call and what many of the your art teacher call, and he likes to tell you that this is pretty much a rough rough. So I'm doing some details in the armor. Some details in the armor. Some details in the armor. This is gonna take us some time because I need to see these details, but when I start doing my final rendering, like something that I need to do the painting, or at least to use to do the inking, I like to see these details. Oh, that was a plane, guys. Oh, by the way, in Jacksonville we are nearest the bay, so yeah, this is something that we have every single day. I mean, so now it's gonna be pretty much like this. That I like to for armors, for Japanese armors, is their complexity. They're so beautiful. They're so beautiful made. Not that the the Westerners, we don't do beautiful armors, but I like this Japanese style. Now let's say somebody asks you for this creature, and you just need to do the sketch. Sometimes they ask you for the sketch in 1 hour. Sketch, not the final creature. They need to see the sketch. When you see the sketch and whatever you pose, the pose you want, the Russian visitors, I wish I could speak Russian, but I'm not, so please bear with my broken English. It's not that bad, but please bear with my English. And anyway, feel free to ask me anything. Good thing about Japanese art is pretty much flat. The original samurai art from the 1800s is pretty much flat watercolors, which is cool. Also pain for me because it means I have to do every single detail. But the devil is in the details. Details is the part that convinces the people that whatever you're doing is something that is normal, that is regular, that is nice. So yeah, I'm doing the details of this guy. This is a samurai. I don't know which period it is. It could have been the Edo period or something between the 1600s to whatever hundreds. But this is something that you can just send to your the art director or the chief of the project, and you can say, well, this is my idea. And what they said, well, because You said you wanted a creature that looks like a samurai or something, and I wanted to do something that pretty much looks like a samurai, but I want something that has this human form, like the samurai square, something that the Japanese copy for these guys, which is not true because the Japanese didn't learn their way to do armors from the extraterrestrials. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in the internet about a bunch of stuff too that we can just use it for benefit. And remember, this is a sketch. It's your brutal sketch. This is the most unfinished kind of sketch. The finished sketch of this guy is gonna be pretty much difficult because it's gonna have so many details. So you better have an idea what you want to do, because the more you practice, the faster you are. So since I have an idea of what I wanted in this part, I can just make this things to look whatever is the part. Yeah, I know this is the boring part, this is not the creation part, but you can just rewind and see how can you also too, how can you create one of these creatures from pretty much nothing. Yeah, we're gonna do this with every single part of this armor. Today we are going to finish the raw sketches, and next week, or probably during the week, I'm gonna finish with you guys watching the not the final sketch and do the flats, so you will have an idea of what the color of this guy is. And for example, we have like this. I'm gonna make some designs here. And what I'm doing this is because the original one that I have in front of me at this geometrical designs. This is geometry here, geometric forms and shapes. Let's see, in the long run, yeah, okay, it looks like something nice. Later on I will show you how to make this pattern more nice. You can just repeat it, blur it, many other parts. So right now I'm doing this again and again and again. And this is something that I already seen this pattern. So a copy. Something that I already seen. Let me check again the pattern, the Japanese pattern that I have here. Oh yeah. Remember, this is the stages where you are doing the rough sketch. So in these stages you can just mix the raw sketch with the final sketch so you have an idea of what it looks like. This is pretty much for you because you will need this when you are presenting this idea to whoever it is, the project manager, call it, or the art director, or even the creative director, or even your client if you are creating something not for for example, if you're creating this for a commercial project but it's for a comic, the writer of the comic has no idea how to do this, but it needs an artist. So one is the artist that is going to do this in the comic, but before that the penciler need to imagine the characters because the guys on the ink is going to do some art but pretty much just putting ink in there, but who has the idea of the way or the shapes of the form of this creature is you. So you are the guy that's going to show the people how this creature looks and probably the kind of and before you don't have time to do this, like go into the Click Studio Paint kind of stuff and try to figure it out if you have some kind of pattern that resembles this. Chances are you probably don't have, so since you don't have it, you have to create it. And it is how your ideas come into fruition, into life, because you are pretty much creating everything. See? So you have the armor, and right now you have also the patterns that is in this. So let's see. Let's do the other armor. So for those who just get me now, my name is Gus and welcome to This Is My Channel. This is the kind of videos that I'm going to name from now on Zero to Hero. You know, character art design, pretty much character design from zero. I present it not to teach, to show my way to create stuff. There's more than one way to skin a cat, I know that. And I'm just showing my way. Probably other guys don't like my way, they like the more the Japanese mangish way to see guys from other places, or the the kind of comic artists. But don't get me wrong, mine is not the perfect. It's not the perfect. It's not the perfectest at all. I have too much to learn, like everyone in this world. But also, this is the way you start looking at a character in a different way. You start looking, but when you create a character, you are creating men out of clay, probably, and that's the way this should be. Let's do something here, because I don't want my friend to have this. So let's do a tattoo for the guy. Okay, so the guy has statues. Let me clean a little the eyes. Let's proceed to this part. Good thing about the digital media is you can just, while you are advancing, you can just erase everything that you don't need it. For example, I don't need this. So you can just start making right now the patterns of the tunic or whatever this thing is. I just remember watching a program a long time ago about the Mongols, and you know that they have like an arrow-proof vest or something like that, made of silk and cotton or something like that, and that can stop, pretty much stop arrows. I mean, an arrow, I practiced archery before, so I know an arrow can travel something between 100 to 300 feet per second, which is pretty much like a bullet or something. And that things that the Mongols have practically can stop arrows. You can just have like a little laceration in your skin, yeah, but you don't have an arrow, a wound or something like that. Yeah, let's see this guy. See, it looks pretty much better. It's just, this is a sketch, so you will have your sketch. What I'm doing with this pencil right now is I'm showing you how to do the sketch, because this is the part with everyone's fail. I see many tutorials on YouTube about painting, and they said, well, concept art, blah, 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 we start doing this, blah, 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 a bunch of shadows, a bunch of stuff, but it's something that they already sketched before. It is not in that minute, and you already sketched that like a tons of time before in the past. So you are not showing the people what they want to do. First, this is the step. You have to do a nice sketch. It's not like a finished sketch. This is not a finished sketch. I won't have time to do a finished sketch here on camera, but at least you will see how to convert your raw sketch to something that resembles almost a finished sketch, and it's better for you because you will know the anatomy of this creature, you will know the gestures, you will know the parts, so the next time you can just make this creature into a medieval warrior, you can just make this creature into whatever other kind of warrior, because you already know its anatomy. Yes, for example, this is the anatomy of the guy, so you know that he looks like this, so you can just make this guy into this. And let me put one in front of the other, so you will see in the overlay that what you can do. Okay, let's do this thing, because the katana and the samurai here has like a little belt that goes under one of these ropes, and I want my belt to be like this. Okay, so this is gonna be my hands. So this is what the finger, and I don't remember, he has 3 fingers? Oh yeah, he has 3 fingers. And this is the katana. So this is the base. The shield is called the shield in European swords. I guess in Japanese swords it's pretty much the same. This is the shield. The shield. So we have the fingers. Okay, for me to know where the fingers are. Okay, it has opposite thumbs, so yeah, I guess my thumbs is like this here. And this is the handle of the sword. So let me see the handle of the sword. Oh yeah, that's nice. So katana handle. Let me make this guy totally clean. I make this katana sword like this. The other thing nice about references is you can actually use whatever the reference is in work for you, because you don't have the time to see what a katana sword looks like and how is this but you can actually make this a little more nice, and see, now you have the part of the katana. Now we need the part of the armguard. So the part of the armguard, according to this guy here, is fabric tube. You have a bunch of fabric in many places, but we're gonna make it different. We'll make the same armor as the rest of the katana. I mean, as the rest of the armor. So yeah, okay, and he has this. It's a guard in this part, pretty much for these purposes. So yeah, we have this, and here we have this guy here, this guy here, and this guy here. So we have to construct the figures. So we know these figures. This is a part like this. Okay. So yeah, we have this, we have the katana, we have the part of this, and we're not gonna keep this part here, like metal part. We are gonna make just like this. See? So, how it's looking? So far, we just do the, I guess it's the classic. So far we just do the classic. This is called the classic approach for me. I call it that way. But actually is pretty much something that the guys in the digital era don't know much. But the guys from the traditional point of view, we know a lot about this. Because we start in a white paper. I'm not much used to, I don't like much the idea of using the tracers. Every single time, the problem with the tracers is that you just get hooked up to the trace, and sometimes you just got like addicted to the trace. So everything has to be traced. Not particularly in this kind of stuff. So in this kind of stuff, we just make our samurai guy not tracing, but we're just erasing the parts that we don't like. So for you to know, this is the way how it looks like. Has tattoo in his forehead here, and also has a samurai kind of armor. I put a lot of these designs because I want the guy to be complex. So feel free to ask me anything online, and I will try my best to do the best to answer those questions. And I know that for many people the process is so time consuming. They just want to be this process in 10 minutes. I can just do the process in 10 minutes, but probably will be like very very raw sketch, and that's what happens with our arches. Once I start doing this, I cannot stop. So I can just try to get this guy to fruition right now. So let us continue with the rest of this. So we have this. And yeah, this guy has so many details that when you just put this guy onto the have a hard time. What are you doing line by line? Because in reality, the armors are not perfect. They are not alineated perfect. They are not aligned in the same line. They are not that way. They has a this factor of human mistake of is not perfect. That is pretty much what is make your drawings more credible. It is something that is so perfect people wouldn't believe it, because in reality, and because you are doing this in layers, like separate layers of this, you are doing something that in reality happens, flow. So the armor has movement. See, it has a movement. You see, okay, that's an armor. That is it. It's made of some layers that they are not the way they are, like this kind of perfect stuff. Also, it's a good excuse if you commit a mistake. Okay, so far so good. This is the samurai alien. It looks neat, looks interesting. Now, let's do the armor and the other stuff. That was my wife. She's hungry right now. I'm gonna finish this as soon as I can, and then I have to fix something to it. That's the problem with the COVID, and before the COVID we can just go and grab a hamburger right now. Right now we have to make our own hamburger. Not that I was a guy, that was pretty much accustomed to go outside and eat, because I'm a chef aficionado, so I love to cook. I love cooking, so I can cook whatever they want. Actually, there's a bunch. If you love to cook and you have no idea what to cook, just put how to cook whatever in YouTube, and you have plenty of these guys giving you very resourceful idea. So you can use it. There is not an excuse right now to be starving. You have, a little, even though you have little food, like many of us in your pantry. This is something that comes in handy when you are doing creative processes, and also when you are doing art, digital art, actually, man. So this is what I have right now is a display tablet. It's not a Cintiq, I wish. But if you have the money and you have the means to have a Cintiq, do it. I have a Cintiq alternative, which is an HP Pen Artist 15.6 HD. Pretty good. There's also another brands like Huyong, which is also Chinese, and this one HP Pen they say is Japanese. So yeah, I buy it. But anyway, there's many of these things that they are right now cheap. I mean, like $300, $400 for the 21 inches, etc., etc., etc. And there's also the Huyong, which is a little more expensive, and is like $600 for 466 and 450 and so forth. And also there is the Wacom right now. They have the Wacom one, which is $400. But what I don't like much about the Wacom one is it's only 13 inches. This one is 16. And also there is the Wacom 16, which is $600. Very nice price, which is a Wacom, and it have the tail surface, and it has it's not the Pro. That means it doesn't have the laminated thing. This also doesn't have it, but believe me, you will see the difference. I've been using one time. I have the time to, I have the honor to use a display, the Windows Studio, Surface Studio, which is right now like $3,000, and I have the opportunity to use it and draw something. Between that and what I have, I don't see many difference. The difference is the artist. The difference is not the tool, it's not the artist. There is no such thing as a pencil that is gonna make you the better artist. So this one, whatever you have here and whatever you are willing to learn is what is gonna make you a better artist. And also, I will encourage you guys, if you are watching this, and don't think that I am boring, so you can draw along with me. I know Jim Lee, but I'm not drawing for DC, so my style is not DC, so it's not contaminated by the subtle laws of DC. My style is free. And this is something that you can use. By the way, you see the image a little better than my others is because I figure out a way to make this the aperture a little more. So my ISO, instead of being like in the past was like 1600, right now it's 800, which is pretty nice. I like it. Looks way better. Looks more realistic, like a movie. It's not something like you just make a mistake. Let's see again this. Okay. Yeah, looks way better. So let's do something. Also, the more you practice, the more faster you are, for example, to do this kind of things, because this is not the first time that I decorated one of these patterns, Japanese patterns, because I like it so much that practically I've done this hundreds of times. So this is not like a Japanese pattern, the samurai thing, because they are rather more complex than this. I'm just doing something because I need to do the proof of concept. The proof of concept is I'm just making this real. First, the concept was what was in my head. Actually, is where the concepts reside. They are not in the head of somebody else's. They are in your head. So, now when you start doing this, it's easier because you have an idea about what you want there. In real life, samurai armors, samurai, warrior garments were pretty much complex that they tend to tell us. Yeah, we're more complex than whatever they tell us. But just remember, when you see an anime or even a manga, you will see some things more complicated unless the manga artist is a very picky kind of guy like me, and he wants to show you something to amaze you. Yep. See? Looking better. Now let's see. Let's do this. Oh, let me see where's the geometrical pattern he has. The samurai in the guide. Oh, wow, he has a cross like. Oh, okay, I can do this. Just don't remember which. Oh, I'm using the real pencil. Okay, it's the one that is by default part of the stock brushes of clear studio paint. I didn't know that I was using this guy. I thought I was using something else. We're almost finished. Remember, guys, this is the part of the not sketch. This is the rough sketch for me. This one will help me out to see during the ink periods and then using the flats to know wherever I'm gonna use this. So yeah. Okay guys, no, this is my samurai kind of guy. For you to see right now, this is my samurai. Is completely in actually 1 hour and 43 minutes. Sorry it took me so much. And yeah, it has a lot of details, and this is pretty much a sketch. So yeah, and for those who like this kind of design, this is something I'm making something that wasn't absolutely existed actually. I took an armor from the I guess it was the 16th century or something, from Japanese watercolor, and I'm making into fusion into this guy here. And how I did that? Well, a little bit of imagination, knowing some human anatomy, and creating something from scratch. That you can create also something from scratch. You don't need, to have this huge experience. And what you need is practice. Practice in gesture, practice in some human anatomy, and also using references. You can use references. Thank you for joining me. The next time we are going to do the inks. Probably, yeah, I will just jump from this guy to the inks, and then we'll do the flats for you guys to see it. Thank you so much for this. This is Gus again, and remember to stay healthy right now in these times of the COVID-19. Just remember to have your social distance when you are walking in the street, and also remember that this is probably a time for reflections about our humanity, and also reflection about our relationship with God. I'm a religious person for that reason, I tell you that. And also it's a time for you to practice a lot, and be confident and be trustful. And there is an end of this. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I know that God will provide to His children. So thank you so much for joining me. And remember, these videos are brought to you by me. I have no sponsors, so please do like my channel. And for me, the most guys I have, watching my videos and just enjoying my videos, enjoying my drawing, for me is a matter of that I like. I like to know that I'm doing something that people find that is useful. As many of our artists, we suffer with that. And also, I like to, have some sort of people that is watching this, because many of the things that I gather from all my years in this planet probably are valuable for you. So thank you so much for joining me. This is Gus. From the next time, we will do something else with this little fella here. We'll start doing inking and start doing flats. This is Zero to Hero. This is concept culture art. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a blessed day and stay healthy. Bye.